I want to name him Marcel Aim, but as a French writer who's hilarious, who's amazing. And my wife said that was pretentious. I guess that wasn't I wasn't thinking about it in a pretentious way. I thought it'd be cool just to Marcel. And I started thinking about it. Yeah, these sound pretty pretentious. What's your name? Marcel? Markle? No, Marcel. You know, reminds me of you and Peel when he talking about the substitute. Brittany. Brittany, don't give me lip. My name is Paul Hammock. I am an English teacher. I'm an English teacher and a social studies teacher this year. I run Sharp, which is a boys mentoring program here, and we try to take kids who are first or second generation college-bound students and guys and try to kind of help them get into college, try to help guide them, to what the expectations are, what the process is, get them ready for that college experience rather than just send them off to figure it out themselves when they may not have the familial knowledge to navigate those without a little bit of help. Yeah, I grew up here in LaGrange. Lived in LaGrange for the first 7 or 8 years of my life, but I went to Rosemont because my mom taught there. So I went to Rosemont Elementary, K through 5. Went to Long Cane Middle School. First year that it opened, I was a 6th grader. And that was 1996, and then started here in Troup High School in 1999 and finished in 2003. So yeah, this is my area, this is where I'm from. I liked English, I liked history, I liked all that. I liked stories, I liked finding out, I was curious. And I liked working with kids, and so when I was in college, I was trying to decide what I wanted to do, and I was different kind of majors, and political science, and all stuff. And adults just adults are cool, but adults have different agendas. Kids have one of a few agendas, and it's usually just very surface level, and I like that. I'm that way. I don't have a lot of agendas. Whatever my agenda is, you probably know it. I'll probably tell you straight away, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. And so I like that about students, and I like that interplay back and forth, because it's not just for them, it's for me too. So it's fun. Well, I got a picture of Ray Bradbury. My son is named Milo Bradbury Thompson Hammock, and so I named him after Ray Bradbury. My wife wouldn't let me name him Ray, which it was good. Milo's cool. I like the name Milo. What do you do with a challenge? Do you just hide it because it's too scary, or do you face it? And that's what it did. It challenged me, and I got mad at it. I was mad at it. I'd read it and I was mad at it. Spike Lee, watched first time, I was mad at it. But I had to go back and watch it again, And I thought about it until the point I wasn't mad at it anymore. So when I see that in a kid sometimes, I'm just like, that's okay. I'll be mad. I remember I had kids who didn't want to read Langston Hughes. That's another one of my favorite poets. Is they didn't want to read Langston Hughes because he was gay, because I told them he was gay. These are African American kids, and they didn't want to read him because he was gay. One of the most prolific writers for African Americans, whatever. You just want to cast away somebody that quickly because of who he loved or whatever. And I was like, yeah, man. I was like, you gotta look deeper. They were angry. But I just let them sit with it. Sure enough, we read Dream Deferred, other stuff, talk about the context of it. They slowly started to get it. Aren't you glad I made us read it, So Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning. He was he studied with Sigmund Freud, and he studied with a lot of the Venetian psychologists of the early 20th century. And I'm forgetting one of the famous ones right now. I can't believe it. Anyway, he studied with these guys, and he was Jewish. He had a chance to leave and come to America because he was such a renowned kind of psychologist, you know, in this very new field of psychoanalytics and all that. And he chose to stay with his parents, his aging parents. And so he was in the Holocaust. His parents died, but he survived. And so the only way that he really survived the camp was working, to analyzing people in the camp, and about analyzing their motivations, what made them tick. And so he was able to study people in the camp that he was in. And in doing so, he studied his own. And just reading his book, Man's Search for Meaning, was just a game changer. That's another one. I mean, there's been tons. I mean, I believe a lot of times if you open yourself up to it, the right art will get to you in the right place that you need it. You know, Sigur Rós is one of my favorite bands, and I don't even know what they're saying. You know, it's Icelandic, and then it's kind of this language that he made up. It doesn't matter. You know, if you listen to it and you really kind of put yourself in it, you know, like a lot of shoegaze, slow dive, ride, all that stuff. Dinosaur Jr. is probably my favorite band. Run the Jewels, or hip hop artist, which is Killer Mike, LP, Killer Mike solo stuff. Lupe Fiasco. I have some of the people on my wall, you know. The editor of Charlie Hebdo, who was murdered for drawing a cartoon of Muhammad. I don't like offending people, but I believe in people's right to offend people. I don't really want to do it myself. I'm not going to draw a comic of Muhammad. But Kurt Vonnegut, I like Thelonious Monk. I like people who like challenge. There's people in life that can easily fall into certain thought processes, you know, certain narratives. They're being fed certain narratives, you know. And Thelonious Monk, one of his quotes, I'm not going to quote it directly, but he said, they always tried to get me to hate white people, but somebody always came along to mess that up. That's not an exact quote, but it's rough. And I always love that, because he doesn't say who they is. He doesn't say if it's a white person or a black person that messed that up, you know. He said they always tried to get me to, well, who's that other they too? Was it white people who kept doing stuff to influence him to not like them? Or was it, you know, a narrative being fed to him by African Americans? I don't know. That's him. But I just thought, man, what a great way to put that. You know, what a poetic, artistic way to encapsulate such a complicated thought process.